Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. We're gonna start this stream. You have my... because I can't switch it to the other input. I don't know. You watched things last night. Well, we thought we were ready, and then we forgot that with the capture card, we actually have to switch from computer input to Xbox input. Well, just do it on the side of the TV, just so we can get this going. Alright, if I hit continue, I think it will load me in on the last game.
Check near you. I'm not so sure if that's what
To the floor.
I'm pretty sure I remember that.
Okay. What do you do? Okay. So what are we doing here? Okay. Get situated. Just a warning, I am not awake this morning. And if you notice, I did a quick save right after loading in. The reason being, I wanted to... Oh shoot, my phone's over there. Over there. I wanted to have a quick save, that way if I get caught or I die, that save will be right there, because it's easier than loading up the other one. Because you can do quick load. Alright, so this particular level is interesting because you can't use any of your powers. For whatever reason, Stilton's Manor cuts out your ability to use any of your magic.
Stilton's sealed off from the rest of the district.
Yeah, he is. Cool door, though. And there's not a whole lot going on yet. Later on, you'll have people and dogs and stuff running around, but okay, let me get that going. Okay.
Is that Stilton?
No, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do yet. We're gonna do some collecting real quick because there's nobody in the mansion right now.
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
That's a lot of stuff. The mansion is really pretty.
I dreamed that Duke and I were hunting, but the deer had faces.
Can I get this yet? Yeah, I can. You'll notice this is gonna get really interesting. Alright, I can just go here. Because there's a lot of this I can't do yet.
How did I get so old? Where are the men of my younger days?
Poor guy. He's a little freaked out, if you can't tell. Oh, whoops.
Time is leaking, coming out of the walls. It's ruining the carpets. What's wrong with my house? Where are my guards? My servants? Am I alone in here? I'm never alone. Or I'm always alone.
Poor Stilton.
Yo,
Snap out of it,
warm
man.
the quilts, will you? I feel
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Okay, so I was really quiet for that so you could hear what he was saying.
like it's going to be.
Basically, Delilah did something in the past to make her immortal. And by doing so, she left a pinprick of the void in this mansion. Which basically means that it is not in the normal time. It's... Aramis Stilton is actually a little crazy. And his mind is stuck in where it was before Delilah did what she did. So the poor guy is not evil, he's just nuts. Okay. So this is the fun part.
And tell the Empress that the Duke is in the garden digging up corpses, and he has learned how to sing. She'll know what you mean.
This is how this works. Now this is where it gets really interesting. You can get in and out of places and through doors that don't exist in the time I'm in now. But you have to be careful because there are actually enemies in the other time. Also, it gets kind of annoying because to open and shut this thing, it's the same button that it is to
It's on the ceiling.
use it. So do a quick save. Thank you for the lurk, Dr. Thunder.
Deep, far beneath the waves.
I think.
I can't stand. the
Did we get
way
a new
you
follow?
By the void.
The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Wintermore.
What? He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am, but he keeps it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really don't like it. Earlier, I got my out by the
Thank you for the follow. It's hard to tell because I can't see it on the screen.
Ashworth, I believe.
Yes, that's right. It's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, so the timepiece is pretty important this level because you can't use any of your other skills.
I remember Jessamine learning to play and trying to get Emily to practice.
It's amazing how he can play this piano while holding other
The only way out of
things.
here is through the present, using this timepiece.
Okay, let's see. Whoa. Calendar from 1849? Is that what that said? Yeah, see, before I couldn't get through the gate. However,
The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton.
I better not eat all his food then. Okay, there are enemies in this other time, so I need to be careful. This is the weird part. You have to learn to look on either side of the screen at the same time. Oh, give me a sec.
I think I heard something under my shirt.
What? He's nuts. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna tag one of these runes because there are runes in both times.
Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind.
Poor guy, he's nuts. And he can't help it. That's the sad part. He's crazy.
Is there? Show your
So this is the fun part. If an enemy starts seeing you, you can just change times. I love this level. It is so fun. I don't know why I find it so fun. Something interesting too, they can walk through you. But ooh, you can do that. Get behind them and change times. No, I don't think you can change times while you're carrying people. I think they disappear. But I could be wrong. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever tried because I didn't want to accidentally kill anybody. There. Nice and comfy. Yeah. I loved this level. It's so interesting. And I believe... Okay, and like I've said before, don't move while you're doing that because you don't want to accidentally walk into a section you weren't supposed to. That's what I was looking for. No, I want you to be more hidden. I don't think anybody else comes down here, but... Oh. Well, it worked. Chords are all whopper jumbled. Okay. So what we want to do, we can't go outside. When I ran in, there was obviously nobody there, but in this time, it is being patrolled by guards and tons of dogs. So we want to avoid that. Okay, can I get in there? No, I need the master key, but I don't remember where the master key is. Yes I do. Oh, that was interesting. It's, if you get to a place you can't actually blink through, it tells you the destination is blocked. So technically at the time I was standing in this little couch. Okay, so... That's so fun. Now, I don't think they actually saw me. No, okay. Okay, so those two went back in there. My hope is that the red shirt guy will go back in. Nope, he saw me. Okay. So we're actually going to try to get this guy before the other guy turns around.
I swear I saw someone.
Let's see if this works. I don't know if I got caught there. Let's go out of this time just to check real quick. Okay, so there's technically this guy, but let's do one of these. Nope, he got me. Okay. Optimistic. This is where it gets interesting because you can't use any of your void powers. Okay, so we're actually gonna just have to let them go back through. I think any attempts to knock them out is just gonna get me in trouble. Well, maybe this guy. What? Really? Oh, that was a jip. I think if I don't awake or alert this guy while trying to knock him out, we should be okay. Alright, I think we got this one at least. Now, there is an achievement on this level. Actually, go out of this. Get out of dodge. Okay. See, the music put them to sleep. Is it this room? Okay, we're gonna do a quick save. Okay. So, I'll explain the achievement here in a sec. We do want to get up there. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Okay. Go back to... No, I don't want that one tagged. I want the other one tagged. Okay. So this is the achievement. You have to steal this master key without alerting them. Now, I've already gotten the achievement, and I have a feeling that since I alerted so many people to being here, that I would not be able to get the achievement. I don't think it would give it to me. So if you're going for this achievement, make sure you do it without alerting these guys like I did. Yeah, normally you would have all 4 of the guys, the 2 that I knocked out and these 2 right here. They would all be sitting around this table. Actually, don't save yet. Okay, I thought he was getting up. And you have to get the key without any of them noticing. Now, because I alerted them accidentally, I don't think it would have counted for me. But I already got it, so... Just be aware of that if you go for the achievement. It may not count if you alert them like I did. Come with me. What?
That's so funny, you're singing that song.
I do it every time. In a world of pure imagination. Just so you all know, that is my dad's favorite movie of all time. Kind of the movie that he saw growing up with his dad. And we listened to that song endlessly in our household. Seriously, he's not the type to walk around singing. And he would walk around singing that song and skipping while he did it. He was so excited when it came on every time. I don't know how many times we've watched that movie in my lifetime. Okay. Yep, we're good. Now, there's a trick to getting... that's interesting. So, here's the interesting part. The runes are different depending on the time you're in. And if you have one tagged in one time, the others will not show up in the first time. Just to confuse you even more. So what we're gonna do... Yeah, you can't get through that giant safe door. It's interesting, too, the dynamic of this, where I can't get through this little wooden wall here, but if I switch times, I would be behind it, and I couldn't get out, which is convenient if you're trying to hide. Alright, but I do need to switch times. Okay. Can I... It's a little generous with the jumping mechanic in this one, thankfully. Okay. So here's what you want to do. I need to be able to get up there. So what I want, I believe, is to lower this one. Maybe. I don't know. I think that one breaks anyway. Oh, I remember. Okay. So this is how you get through this little section here to get to that bone charm. Alright. So I'm technically underneath the one that I want to get on. Oh, I remember. Okay, I didn't do that right. This is what we want to do. So that when you change timepiece... Whoop! Really? Really? Come on, let me back up. Oh. Wrong time zone. Forgot about that. Oh, whoa, what? That was weird. Okay, this is where it gets kind of tricky because you have to make this work. I promise, I will show you how to do this at some point. Okay, so obviously I can't stand on that rope. I wish you could put stuff away. Oh, come on. Okay, actually, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna shut that so that I don't get caught. Okay, so where is...
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
There we go. Oh no! No, 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 no! Dumb idea! Don't do that! I keep forgetting which button is what. Some of these buttons double for things. It's really confusing. Okay. We're working our way over to that, but I am gonna go ahead and do... Well, you know what? Actually, let's just go what we came here to do. Do what we came here to do. But I am gonna save. So that if I fall down again, I can just reload, because that's really difficult to get back up. Who came in? It's a guard. Shh.
I've got to get back to Dunn.
Gotcha. There. You can sit on the books. Okay. What we're probably gonna need to do... Yeah, we'll raise that one up a bit so that I don't fall as often. That may be too high. Let's raise the other one! That is as high as they go, by the way. Alright, so I should be able to... Change it. There we go. And that is how you get this rune. And you can change that to be in a newly finished room. I don't know why, I just find this so interesting. Can't get out though. For some reason they sealed this door from the inside. I love the little Singer sewing machine. There's a dead guy. Alright, so that's how you get that. Probably doesn't have to be as complicated as I made it out to be, but, you know, sometimes you just do what you gotta do. I'm actually not gonna select any of these. Whoops. Didn't process that. Oh well. Okay. We're gonna work a little differently this time and go from bottom to top. Just because that's where we started. Okay, see this wonderfully large statue?
I might be able to get around that. Going back into the past.
First painting? That. Yeah, it's funny. He was told not to touch that statue because he wouldn't be able to move it by himself. So, sadly for the poor guy, we're gonna get him in trouble. Close that back up, and you see, it disappeared from the other side. Okay. I know it seems simple, but to me it's just really interesting. Okay. I always do a quick search before. Is there? I keep forgetting that I can just run around in this section. Okay, we do want to switch zones. Do another quick save. Save often, because switching back and forth, you can kind of forget which one you need to make sure you're crouching in and which one you're not.
I wonder what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing.
There are runes and stuff everywhere. This is the part that gets a little overwhelming. There is a lot going on. Let's see. Okay, so I want to show you a little trick. There is a bone charm here that is behind a locked door. The only way through the locked door is to blink behind it. The only place you can blink behind it is under this desk. The reason I'm showing you that now is because that one took me forever to figure out. May or may not have looked it up once or twice. Okay, and then you see the safe. we gotta do. So you find a note here. Dispose of this dog, and there won't be any blood flies. Basically, since I didn't read the whole note, the note says that this guy tried to do experiments with the dog, and when he opened it up, he found that the dog had a bunch of blood fly eggs in it. So he asks his friend if he will destroy the dog in the boiler to keep it from spreading the nest. Well, you remember in the other time zone, the dog was gone, but there were a ton of bloat flies. So without the dog, we can go back and see what the safe says. 238. I just find this so interesting and I love this part of the game. Voila! Okay. Rat swarms include more white rats. Spring razors have a slight chance of eliminating a body. Look. And max health is increased. All completely pointless doing a stealth playthrough. Okay, and now the only way back. Where is... Oh, okay, those are not... Here. Is to go... Here. Yeah, it took me ages to figure that out. I actually did look it up if I remember right, because I was done. I had gone through this level so many times that I had literally knocked out everybody in the map. And I was just running around like a maniac, trying to figure out where this thing was. Couldn't find it. And in the future, or the past time zone, there are maids and guards and all sorts of stuff. So I was done. Oh, there's a dog. I forgot there was a dog. Oh, that's a dog. That was dumb. Oh. I gotta give you at least one. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Bad doggy, bad doggy. And maybe reloading. No, 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 no. Not that. Alright, we're just gonna switch time zones until the dog goes away. If I remember right, there's a bone charm. Okay. Let's see where that dog ended up before I jump back into the other time zone.
Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking. You know why the basement's sealed off, right? Blood flies. Yeah, they should keep the curious warm.
Oh my goodness, I forgot how complicated this is. Alright, I think we lost the dog at least. Now, you're gonna think me awful. But I actually do just kill the dogs. They don't count as kills. And the dogs are super frustrating in this game. That and you can't stealth them. If you could stealth them, I'd leave them alone. But you can't. Okay, I don't think I've been spotted. So we're gonna save. Where did that guy go? Oh, there's one. Come here. You can stay there. Okay. Let's try to get this guy before he spots the first guy. I think we did it. Okay. Drop. There you go. Alright. Should be it for those two. Is there anything here? Yeah, I'll take that. Okay. We want the wheel. Be aware you can't do anything once you're carrying the wheel. Am I even going the right way for the wheel? Let me think about this for a second. I wonder if... we'll think about that. The wheel, there's a section involving the wheel in a later bit, but I don't know if I'm at that point yet. So we're just gonna set that there for safekeeping and remember that the wheel is by the elevator. There's a lot to process at once in this game, so if I don't do things entirely in order, just bear with me, because there's a lot to process. Okay. Is that the one? Yeah, there's one that's stuck under the elevator, if I remember right. Yeah, okay. So we will go ahead and do this. Okay. That's what we wanted. Simple. And complicated at the same time. Movement is faster in stealth! About time. Okay, but... Sorry. Actually, what we want to do...
That's really funny.
Alright, so... New traits available to learn. We're gonna sacrifice that one. So that we can... create it 4 times over, which will increase that just as many times. That's such a wonderful bone charm ability where you can stack the traits that you earn. Oh, and it didn't get corrupted at all. Now I can equip that and get 4 times the movement speed and stealth. Which makes me move so stinking fast. It's, yeah, a little ridiculous, actually. Okay. I know, right? Yeah, I mean, seriously, look how fast I'm going. Okie dokie. Quick save. Now the only thing is I'm gonna have to remember that I go that fast. Okay. Okay, technically... Oh, shoot. Technically where I'm standing in the old world. Okay. Can I? Oh, there's a dog. Can I push that button? I can, it just doesn't do anything. Okay. Fortunately, we're back in the basement. However, now I can do this. I gotta get rid of that dog. But save real quick. This is what happened with the dust. Where did the dog go? There's the dog. Shh. And just because I love animals. Whoops. Apparently, shooting a planter is loud and does not knock out the dog. So we're going to do that again. Okay. Oh, there are two. There we go. For those who don't want to see the poor little puppies killed, I sleep darted them for you. I really don't like killing them either. There's a part of it where you kind of just have to. Okay. Sleep darts? Nope. Let's think about this. I really like to do as much as I can in one time before switching back to the other. It makes it a little bit easier to remember what you were doing and where you were going. I thought there were dogs here. Oh no, the dogs on this are in the second time. There's just a lot to process.
Of course, as always.
Okay. There's a room here somewhere. Oh, it's not on this level. Okay. You can actually break that window and shoot that lady, but it's loud, so.
To do whatever I want. What am I supposed to do with a request like that? Gooseberry wine in the south?
Again, I don't like needlessly knocking out civilians, but when the civilians spot you and cause you a ton of trouble, she'll be okay. We'll just put her in the pantry. Oh wow, that looks uncomfortable. Anybody else reposition people when you feel kind of bad for putting them in super uncomfortable positions? Yeah, there we go, that's better. She'll be fine.
I don't care what's going on. I'm going to concentrate on my duties. I'm no hero.
No, you're no hero. You didn't even hear me knock out your kitchen staff. Okay, kitchen clear. This map can get really confusing because there's a whole lot you gotta pay attention to at once. Okay. So there's that. I don't really need to eat every piece of fruit in the place. I'll take the bone though. I don't really expect to find anything in the oven in this time period, but in the other time period, maybe. So what else is there? Alright, so what's down here in this time? A lot of the same stuff, which is really gross if you think about it. Not really any point of doing that. Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna play this game, I would play it just for this level. Oh, those are the guys I knocked out. Okay, so now we've come around the circle a little bit. That's what I like to do. I like to get things to kind of match up. Okay, so what we want to do is find a place to hide out here to take out this guard and the dogs. There should be one or two dogs out here somewhere at some point. At least that's what I thought. Alright, so we're gonna save. Maybe that's what it is. It's the guy up there. I wonder if I can...
Stilton's acting odd-like today. Just staring at nothing.
I don't think the Duke and Stilton are on good terms.
Today feels different. Stilton seems spooked.
Watch yourself up there. Nobody's repaired the balcony yet. If those supports break, I might not be able to catch your heavy ass.
I'm counting on you, ma'am. It might be romantic.
All right.
Alright, is he still there? When you play this, if you've never played it before and you don't want any hints,
Puts on those boots.
well, at this point I guess you're going to listen to me do it, but you need to make sure that you always listen to what people are saying. That could be brilliant, actually. Because they usually give you hints on what you need to do. So she was talking about that balcony being loose. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly what that looks like. Because remember, we're in the past. This really pretty zone, this is the past. So what we're gonna do... just so you can see this. See that balcony up there? This is actually an achievement. What you want to do, save. And knock the braces off the balcony. So then when you go back, the balcony has fallen and you can climb up the edge. Now, that is an achievement. You want to do that before going up the stairs. If you go upstairs, that achievement doesn't work because you found another way up these stairs. But it's really difficult to go up this way without getting caught. So I recommend avoiding this way anyway. Just so you don't have trouble. So we're going to save. Yeah, there's that. Those 2 guards. Okay, we will go ahead. Oh my gosh. I forgot how many there are. I have 1 incendiary bolt. That'll do. Looks like the rest are getting zapped. Or, stabbed. Good thing I have more health potions than I can use. And this particular one doesn't affect the past since the blowflies didn't exist, so. Alright, I think I got them all. I'm not spotted, am I? No. Huh. I heard somebody talk. Well, I saw the subtitles on the screen, but... Interesting. Worth it for the amber. And, you know, not getting eaten alive by bugs. Okay. So there are guys. Yeah, there's one guy over there. There's this guy here. So as always, do a quick save. I'll grab him. I like to pick people up even if I'm gonna drop them nearby because you can drop them and make noise. Unintentionally. I'm not gonna lie, it would be really fun to have a pool inside. Hey, let's do that for our next house. That would be a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna wait until this guy gets behind the screen and grab him. Now you can walk past without being behind the screen, but I like to be behind the screen while choking out because you actually end up standing up to do that. Save again. That was a nest keeper. Yeah, that's a dumb idea. We're not taking that guy out. I don't like that creepy guy whispering. Again, be careful, do not drop these guys in the pool. If you jump in the pool while carrying him, you'll kill him. Because I guess if you get thrown in a pool while you're unconscious, you drown. Seems logical. Okay. Now, I think we're actually okay to explore this a little bit. I keep hearing whispering, and I think that's one of the nest keepers, so I'm trying to avoid going back into the old time too far this direction because he sounds like he's pretty close this way.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Okay, maybe we will because of that guy. Okay. So I can actually get back here if I want to hide. But that's kind of pointless because... I wonder if I can snag this guy. Let's try it. Yeah. Can I get through? Can I get out? Can I get out? Can I get out? I think I can. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Actually might run quicker stealthing now. Definitely save that. Okay. And it's really interesting that I can't get through this way because of the sand. However, that is convenient. Okay. So, save and see if I can actually knock out these guys in the lobby. Well, actually, you know what? Nope, because there's that guy sitting over there. It's worth checking if you get caught, just to see how many other people are there so you don't keep reloading if you don't need to. So he should actually come this way. But I don't think he's gonna turn around. I don't want to waste my sleep darts. Okay. They do give you signs when they're about to start moving. The guards. So keep an eye out for those and be ready to jump and grab them before things change. Okay, there are 3 guards. One there, one there. I don't know if I can grab this guy. Okay, so I got him. Alright, I think we're good. We're gonna kind of go in this corner here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so to walk through the rest of this lobby, you actually have to do it in the normal time. Or the past. Because this is completely coated in dust, if you can't tell. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Alright, I don't want him to spot that body, but I'd rather him spot the body than catch me, because I've already had bodies caught, so. Okay, so, let's see. Yeah, so in cases like that, it could be as simple as just hide around the edge of the pillar, and you're fine. So in that case, we kind of did a ring around the rosy until I was out of his view, because they'll look for the last place they thought they saw you. Okay, and triple checking before you save. Good to go. But do one real save just in case. I have plenty. The longest mine go back is the beginning of the Clockwork Mansion. Okay, so that should be everybody in the lobby. We'll find out very quickly if it's not. This is where that safe was, where I had to burn the dog. I like to, when I do map exploration, backtrack just enough so I can make sure that I have actually explored everything from the beginning to where I am now. So this should be the main lobby. Yep, so that's the main lobby with the stairs. That should be all of the main floor. I think that finishes off the entire main floor. Yep, and then this is the room with the balcony, which we knocked down earlier, so that in the other time zone it's fallen down. Okay. So now we're gonna switch time zones, and this will get you the achievement for getting up the stairs without going through the main front. You do have to knock the balcony off though, and as you saw earlier when I did it, you can do it stealthy, you just need to be careful. What saw me?
Hello?
Since he made it easy on me.
Still must be a big reader. I saw the books in the study.
Stilton? Hardly. Those are for show.
Why would you buy so many books if you're not even gonna read them?
Okay, get back out. Notice the painting. Ah! Sorry. Man. Maybe I am getting a cold. Oof. Oops. Alright, so there's that guy. Oh, he's gonna find... Oh, I guess not. Where did the lady go? There she is. Okay. So we want to get him first. Just watch for a second, make sure she's not going to turn. She probably will anyway, but we're going to give this a try.
Who's there?
Okay, so technically he didn't spot me, which is hysterical. I don't think he did anyway. Let's... No, he did not. Hysterical. Okay. And then we can grab her real quick. It doesn't count as being spotted if they just kind of vaguely think they see a shadow. And it's actually a really handy way to get through without getting caught. Because you can kind of lure people in. Obviously, you need to be careful doing that, but if it happens accidentally, it's really nice.
The wildlife is so rich here in Karnaca.
I don't know if there's anybody else. It's a lot of dead butterflies. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go back over here. Grab the painting. Okay. And then we're gonna go back into this time to do a little exploring real quick. You do want to explore. I know it takes a lot of work, but things change from time to time. And occasionally there will be paintings or runes or notes that give you hints on how to do something. Okay, so that's it. Save. And there is the guy that I kept hearing whisper earlier. It's gonna get really shaken up if I keep knocking that over. That's not in my view, is it?
That's what I'm checking. Nope. Good.
That's not much better. Okay. Oops. You know what? Let's reload that. I don't want to waste the sleep dart, and I'd rather get him first shot so that I can make sure he doesn't spot me. I wish it would let you peek through before unlatching it. Now, I am going to sleep dart him. I could have gone and knocked him out, but you have to be careful because when you are fighting the nest keepers, sometimes the bloatflies freak out and they'll start attacking you if you knock them out, which will actually cause the nest keeper to turn around and headbutt you, and you can't knock him out. So I prefer just to sleep dart them and be done with it. There could be another one. There were random coins everywhere. Okay. So we want to be careful because, yeah, if I remember correctly, there are guys out here fixing the broken window. And We're actually gonna do this from the angle of the restroom. Because from the bathroom, the door, we can open the door and hop in here very quickly. Alright, that's the room we're gonna be going for. It's a little difficult to get to. Okay. Alright, so save again. Always do one quick save right before doing anything. That way if you reload, you don't have to wait for people to reset their paths. Okay. These particular guys are kind of annoying, if I remember right. My hair is doing strange things in the stream. There. No, I don't know if it's just because he turns around.
That looks like reinforced glass. Is there a break-in? Nothing of the sort.
Oh, okay, so the workers don't actually count me as evil. They just don't like me nearby. Okay, so where did this guard go? Oh, it's another one. I'm really glad he didn't see me. Okay, back to what we were doing. The guard disappeared. Okay, we want to save, because that actually, with the Nest Keeper, that was really convenient. He didn't see me. Alright, can I... Technically behind these suitcases, so I'm hoping that works. Okay. Alright, I think we got them. Now we just need to very quickly get them out of sight before that guard comes in here. I don't know if he will. I think the worker was basically like, get out of here, and he left, but... Okay, so do not save with the door open. Shut it, save, let the icon disappear, then go. Okay. And I always shut the cabinet doors back because they will actually notice them, which can be slightly frustrating if you're trying to do this stealthy and you don't want anybody to spot you. Okay. So this door is blocked in this time zone and that time zone. However, in this time zone, there's no window. Convenient, huh? Okay, so explore time zone 1 first. Oh, that just messes with your head, doesn't it? Okay. Now there are 3 guys in here, and these guys don't ever get into positions that are convenient for stealthing through this. So, where do I normally get up? I get up and hide somewhere. There we go. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Do I have 3 sleep darts? I only have 2. Okay, this could be interesting. Okay, we're gonna save. Switch.
What's the chest? Bet it's full of fancy clothes and exotic jewelry. I'd love to see the silvergraphs they take here.
Clothes smell like old people. Probably from a charity shop.
Wish I knew how this silvercraft machine works. We could take a picture together.
I want to take Clarissa and the kids to that silvergraph studio not too far from here and have our portrait made. But it's expensive.
There's a brooch or something, maybe made of bone. Seems weird. I'm not touching that. And,
I'm not touching that.
Be sure to check all the pockets.
Okay, so I don't think the guy that's sitting there ever gets up. This is about the only time that I would like sleep darts to have a time on them. Because I could shoot both of these guys, let it take effect, and then get that guy. Alright, we're gonna save one more time. This is difficult to do. Okay. Okay, that could not have gone better. Sweet. Alright, and we're gonna double check. Nobody saw me. And save. Now, if you're gonna do levels like I just did, you want to make sure you get somebody that will take the longest to fall. So in this case, this guard was behind the camera, which means he had a little bit blocking his path so that the guy sitting here couldn't see him as easily. And it took him longer to fall, 1, because I shot him in the leg, and 2, because he kind of leaned on this. Now, the guards won't actually notice that somebody's knocked unconscious until they actually hit the ground. So it saves you a little bit of time, and then if you just move quickly, you can knock them out like that. That was probably the best it could have gone. I've done that before and had to reload it a couple times, so... Okay. So that would be all of the bone charms in this time zone. Do a save. Switch out. Looks like there's only 1 left, so we'll go ahead and tag that. This is the balcony where we came from, so we don't need to go that way. We're kind of checking off rooms as we go, which is how I like to work. Kind of one at a time. Kind of mark them off of my brain. Okay, so... that's a servant. That's another one. I don't remember what's in there. Oh, another sleep dart. Convenient. Go ahead and plop in here real quick.
You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
I appreciate with the servants they give you a second to do the thing. Okay.
I can't hear
Save here.
anything. It'd be easier if we could open.
Whatever happened seems to be centered at some focal point.
Any red you want to get because they respawn. Oh, hello there. Okay, so there are quite a few guards here. This guy is conveniently behind the barriers. Now this guy you don't want to let fall because he falls into the screen.
Locker before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Okay, we can save. This is gonna be a bad idea. Yeah, don't do it, 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 don't do it. Oh.
Shit, what happened to him? So, let's see. What was it?
Okay, he didn't technically spot the body, but he noticed that the guard was gone. That was really convenient. I'm getting very lucky with this playthrough, so it's probably not the best playthrough to be showing you how to do these things. But that's okay. We'll get there. So you can actually guess the code because it's 0 something 6 and there's only 9 numbers or 10 numbers you can go through to get to that. I still don't like to do it because I like to do everything as much completionist as possible. Save. Alright, I don't think he saw me. I actually think that was still stealthy. Yep, it was. Okay. So drop him here. Always switch out time zones in this level. At least I do. I don't like to risk just walking because it's so easy for something little to happen. Okay. And I technically didn't need to knock these guys out. I'm not going that way yet. But I like to because you come back through later and it's just easier if they're not in your way. Okay, so see, we're back at the lobby. Like I said, I like to go through an entire section to make sure that it's worked. So you notice this wall here? Stilton wants to build a room off of this. But it never happened because he went crazy. So just kind of keep that in mind as we go through.
The tea's too hot, the bath's too cold, my vest has a wrinkle. Do it yourself then, if it's gotta be so bleeding perfect.
Alright. I don't know if she technically saw me. Nope. Anybody else? Nope. So we back up out of view. And you can go here. Save. That actually was a really lucky break. Oh, wait, I need to do that through the door. We'll shut the door so it looks like nothing ever happened. Right. It's really funny when you're looking through this and you kind of have one of those panic moments of, oh, they can see me! Well, no, actually they can't, because they don't exist yet. Or they existed then, but they don't anymore. It gets confusing after a while. There's a maid here somewhere. Sure. There's the maid. Okay. And I'm hearing music, so I'm thinking these are the stairs that lead down to the lobby. Yep. Okay, so we've made it full circle. Okay. Like I've said before, double check your stats. Now, the first game did not have the ability to check your stats, and it was awful. Alright, and I do believe this leads into the room where we adjusted the chandelier level so we could get the rune. Yeah. Okay. Crossbow. Alright, so yeah, there should be. Now again, just a civilian. I don't like to leave anybody in a path where they could hurt me. Because I just really don't want to have to reload a save if somebody I didn't think was going to have a problem would mess up the stealth. So I'd rather it just not hurt me in my attempts to be stealthy. Okay. So we're getting very close. We've cleared out a huge section of this. Alright, so this is cleared out. Okay. What's this way? Okay, we haven't been in this section in the new time zone yet. That just leads to the lobby. Can I pick any of this up?
Stilton wasn't born to all this. Allegedly, he started as a miner.
Which is why he has all this stuff. Random rocks. Okay, now we're missing one rune or bone charm. I think it might be a bone charm. Oh, that's a safe. I forgot about that. I think it's in the other room. Yeah. No? Oh, okay. There it is. I think actually if you switch time zones, yeah, if you switch time zones, it goes away. But I do want to try to get that. Woo! That's interesting to walk into. Okay. Whoa. right there for a second. Okay. Gotten quite a bit of this explored. Now... Oh, I remember. Okay. See. This guy actually lived down here? Oh, it's Jamie. That's sad. Yeah, see, he's not down here yet. Okay, unfortunately, that's not actually how you get to this rune. The rune, if I remember right, is in the basement. Yeah, okay. So this is what you use that lever for. The wheel. There it is. Okay. Water leak. It's really sad that Jamie gets killed because he's Stilton's. Oh wait, I need to. He is Stilton's kind of right-hand man. Alright, actually, if I remember correctly, you have to throw the wheel. Because this hole's not big enough yet in this other world. Okay. So breathe for a second. Where is the latch? There's somewhere that you have to stick this thing so that you can crank the door open. But I can never find it. Oh, shoot! Shoot! Don't die! Okay, we're gonna drop that for a sec. I think... yeah, here we go. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. Oh shoot, did I drop the... yeah, that's the interesting part. You can't actually... okay, so there's the crank. There we go. Alright. And now the water lowers and you can get this. Whew. And because you lowered the water, there are no longer... well, I guess on that side. I don't think I can do anything with the safe. No. And it's not really worth it to go... okay, I think that would be all the runes.
This was once my world. All things from the northernmost shore to here.
Alright, and do a real save. Keep it good to go. Okay, we've done the exploring. Now on to the tricky part. If I'm right, we've done all of this. Yep. Okay, so we pretty much cleared out the mansion. I don't think there's anything over here. No. This is where we're trying to get to. Technically, you can figure out the code without doing this, but you need to do this for the best ending. And I have to remember how to do this. There's something you do here that you can actually do 3 different ways. And I'm trying to remember exactly. Hello there, Alpha. Thank you for the lurk. Okay. I don't think there are any enemies up here on this balcony, thankfully. Yeah, there is. It's this guy. Oh, shoot. I should have gone the other way first. Okay, in this case we can use the autosave because it worked right after I left. Open the door.
I think I just saw some.
Okay. I love that. It's so nice. Okay. That is not a painting. Alright, so I think... Yeah, there are dogs in this section. Now, dog lovers are gonna hate me for this. Just pretend I'm putting them to sleep. Like, knocking them out. I need to double check that the dogs don't count for kills, actually. Nope, we're good. I don't like killing them. If it wasn't for the fact that I don't have any sleep darts left, I wouldn't. But they just get in the way. And I want to do this stealthy. I would rather go through this stealthy. Without getting caught, especially while showing you what I do. And it's just a lot easier without them there. Okay. Is that all of them? I think it is. Okay. There might be a few more. We'll keep an eye out. So, thankfully this is here in both times. If I remember right, there are quite a few guards in this section as well. Yeah, so we're gonna save. And since I can't blink back up, we're gonna try to stay up as much as possible. Now here's where it gets interesting. That is Aramis Stilton. What you do here can drastically change the future. And I mean very drastically. So oops. That's a dog. Let's reload. I missed one. That's why I want to do this with all the dogs out of the way. I'm sorry, doggy. I don't want to hurt you, but I'd rather not reload this a million times. Is that the only one? Alright, I think it is. Ugh, I keep almost hitting quit. I don't want to do that. Are there any nope, there's nothing. Okay. So... I've got to find the best way. I guess technically I could just do this. But I want to make it easy to get back out, so I'm trying to take care of a few of these guards before doing anything. Alright, there's that lady over there, but I don't know if she's out of range to see what I'm gonna do. So we'll save.
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
There we go. Okay. He's gonna be really confused when he wakes up. Alright, and go back to the world with no enemies to save. If you open the menu while it's saving, it takes a second. Okay, so that's one. Are there any guys up here? Okay, there's this guy. What about on this level? Doesn't look like it, but there's a door there.
I have received your request and agree that dinner time cannot come quickly enough. Unfortunately, we are still on.
There. Take a nice nap. Okay. We just saved. Okay, that takes you back inside. So we're gonna keep that. I don't think there's a whole lot up here that you really need to grab. A couple coins if you want them. But other than that, it's not a whole lot going on. Which is nice. You don't have to worry about it. Alright, so where'd that guy go? So this is Stilton. I really would love to get that other guard because he's wandering around somewhere. And I don't want to get spotted. My route out is to drop down back here and get up. That's one thing you want to do too. Be aware of planning your route out when you're trying to do this stealthy. Okay, where did the guy in the red shirt go? Huh. I don't know where he went, guys. Odd. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. If he's gonna come back this way, yeah, he should. I think he's, yeah, there he goes. I want to grab him while he's on this side. Because that tree blocks Stilton from seeing him. Just barely. And then that guard can't look this direction.
I'm gonna guess 3. Yeah, about 3 more hours.
Okay. Stats are clear. Now, this lady you kind of want to leave because if Stilton sees her, he freaks out a bit. And here's the interesting part. You can leave him. You can kill him, or you can knock him out. Whatever you do will change this section of the game entirely. I'm gonna knock him out because that gives you the best ending. Basically, it keeps him from being able to go to the seance, which in that letter we just read is what Delilah does to become immortal. So let's see. You have to time this right, because if you do it too close to him, you alert him, and you want to be careful not to alert the guard. Alright, let's give it a try.
This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight.
And then...
What effect is knocking Stilton unconscious going to have on the present?
Leave her there.
There's the notebook.
Okay. 276. Alright, so... we're gonna save. This is the cool part. This is what I really, really like. We need to get up and out of the way, though, because... if I can. Can I get up here? I think so. Okay. This is what it changed. Still never went crazy. So everything is beautiful and clean and nice, like it should have been. I don't know why, I just find that so cool. And you only get that if you knock him out, because if you knock him out, he cannot go do what he needs to do. They start without him, and he doesn't go crazy. Takes a little bit to load going back in here because it's changed. Doesn't take that long when you've just come out of there, but because I changed the world, it's gotta adjust. Now here's the tricky part. Because everything has changed. So this is the door that led out of the swimming pool. But you have to be careful because everything has changed. All of those guards that I knocked out don't exist anymore. And instead, there are a bunch of nurses, not nurses. Remember the lobby that was covered in sand? Now, the good thing is you can still kind of blink back into the zone before where I cleared everything out. But see, everything's normal. Now, I will say, you do have to get all of the runes before coming back to this time. So if you want the runes and all the bone charms, you have to do it before knocking Stilton out, or they disappear because you've changed everything. And if you'll notice, in this time zone, they started construction on that room. They've been doing a little bit more work on it. And this is... Now, this, you have to actually be aware, if you knock Stilton out, you can get this last bone charm. If you do not, he goes to the seance and goes crazy, and he never talks to the construction workers, and you never find this. That bone charm will not appear if you do not save Stilton. Yeah, I don't care about any of those. Which is really neat. Like, this entire room does not appear unless you save Stilton, because he was never there to finalize plans with the construction workers, and he was never able to actually build the room. Can I get behind? No, I don't think so. See, if you put the timepiece up, there's nothing to blink into. This doesn't exist. Okay. And I can't actually blink out of here. There we go. Alright, is there anybody nearby? A maid who's walked away. Oh, there's a card. Guess I missed one. That's the hard part, remembering what you've done. 6. I think, if I remember right, there is an achievement for getting this code and getting through here without bothering with Stilton, but...
Everything is mixed up here. What happened?
Yeah, this particular room is both time zones at once, which is kind of nice because then you don't have to worry about it. Alright, now listen really well to the story here.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into...
This is what the Crown Killer looked like, by the way, if you were curious.
I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So
basically, Delilah's dead right now. And they're planning on bringing her back for one, and making her immortal for another. Okay. Checking, saving.
Focus on the boy behind the world. Feel her power. Can't you?
By the star.
See, because you knocked him out, Aramis is not here. Otherwise, he stands right here, and you actually watch him go crazy.
From the cold, from forever.
She lives.
Isn't it, though?
How curious. It seems to have worked.
Crazy.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait, you are hidden, but I know who you are.
This is the weird thing. She can kind of see you.
You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
But she doesn't know it's you, because you're in the cross of time zones. It's really strange how they did that. But basically, if you didn't catch it, this statue now holds Delilah's spirit, so she can't die.
By the star. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
Ew.
Do it now.
Okay, so now we leave. And the reason that I cleared out all of the guards and everything in the first time zone, instead of doing it on the way out, is because once you save him, the room gets completely overloaded with guards and well, not guards, but servants and maids and all this stuff, and it's impossible to get through. It is absolutely impossible without getting spotted. Now, technically, they don't freak out on you and think that you're evil right off the bat. And actually, since I've cleared everything out, I'll walk around for a second, let you look at everything clean. The floor stays a really pretty wood. The table gets set up real nice. Everything is polished and it's almost updated more so than it was. I like to look at it clean and updated, it's fun. But I really enjoy stuff involving house. So some things have been updated. So yeah, okay. Now, the only thing I didn't do, which I kind of forgot about, is... I didn't think about this. Outside, in this time zone, there are a bunch of dogs. So I will go into the new time zone and then come up here. There's a little pathway that you can get out. You have to be careful. There are dogs and guards and enemies and all sorts of things. Alright. Looks pretty nice when it's not destroyed and when he's not gone crazy. What the heck? Paintings change. Okay. And double checking. Not spotted. No runes. No runes. Timepiece had a little bit of trouble there. If you stand too close to the door, because once you get here, the timepiece no longer works. You are automatically pushed into normal time.
You're still online. Which is just glitching out.
So stiff. Oh, that's better. Stretch out. Okay, so now that makes a little more sense to you, I hope, of why that is my favorite level in the game. But if you remember, this section here was actually the Jindosh lock. Everything has changed. All from just making sure that he wasn't knocked out. Oh, I forgot about that. You end up in the void for a second.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut. 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
The outsider story is so interesting to me. And also really, really sad.
I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place. The island in the
No,
void
he
where
was
I
forced
was
into
king
it. They
and I
kind of, they basically killed him and forced him to become whatever he is. They didn't really explain what he is.
power here.
He calls himself a god, but
Is part of me now. And I don't like it.
no, I think that's just the best description they could come up with. Obviously, he's not. But basically, if you missed that part of the story, this cult group, I guess that's what they look like, killed him and did some kind of ritual that basically stuck him in the void. The outsider did not want to become the outsider, and the poor kid is actually stuck this way.
She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal.
These are all the people I've knocked out so far.
Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
So I have to find this creepy statue made of bones and suck Delilah's soul out of it before I can get rid of her.
The world is full of secrets.
Okay.
All right, back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
And if you notice the difference between the maps, this is clean. Mostly. I mean, it's at least good quality. They knocked... Well, they didn't knock the walls down. They built the walls up to keep the dust out to better protect the city.
But Airman Stilton is a good man.
I'll tell him you said that. He drinks at my brother's pub.
He knows we appreciate him. Karnaka has problems, but it could be a lot.
And this room here was empty. Oh yeah, I forgot Bone Charms actually appear by saving him as well. This was empty before, but now you can actually come in here and talk to Lucia Pastor.
Lucia Pastor, right? You deserve thanks for helping the people here.
Considering who you are, I don't know whether to feel honored that you recognize me or to yell at you for propping up the Duke while he's shitting all over Serkonos.
And who do you think I am?
I'm not stupid. Whether the newspapers and the posters in the street are right or wrong, I know who you are. And I hope you're here to end Luca Abella's tyranny. Either way, we haven't been sitting around...
Good morning, G. How are you doing?
Sounds like you have a plan.
No, nothing that solid. Not yet. But I believe the Duke will fall, eventually. All I can say is that when you reach the Grand Palace, just be aware that not everyone there is your enemy. Trust your judgment.
All right. I'll remember that.
Anyway, good luck.
Helpful.
There's still a chance to make something new here in Karnaka. Something that serves everyone, not just some rapacious bastard with a title.
Okay. I don't know. Can I? Yeah, that's what I thought. These bone charms do not actually appear if you don't fix the city, which I find really interesting. Sword attack speed is faster. Again, not helpful in the least.
Your face is covered. The Grand Guard won't like that.
Grand Guard will be fine. I used to run the Grand Guard. We will put the sword away though, so we're not freaking people out. I wish we could have the heart out without the sword. I actually believe that by doing this, you've stopped all the gang wars. So most of these rooms and all the buildings are actually locked up because they belong to people and they haven't been completely ravaged by the gang wars. Let's actually sacrifice those so I don't have to look at them anymore. The ones that say you cannot learn a trait from sacrificing it, basically it means that if you sacrifice it, you can't collect and create it to be more powerful. But that's okay.
New safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place? She isn't one of us. Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body still...
Okay, so that last one
Maybe no one
is
will
down
even
here.
notice, but things have changed here for the better.
I spent a long time looking for this one, just to realize that it was on the way out. So what is this one? Yeah, I don't really want to create a shockwave when I fall. I feel like that might alert people if I jump down behind them. Just a thought. If you notice, see anything different? Megan has her eye and her hand.
I couldn't take you to see Stilton myself, but I guess you found the place.
Basically what happened is she had a fight and lost her eye and her hand in a fight involving Stilton and something or other. I don't remember exactly. You'd have to look up that story. I can't remember. There's one little piece of my bangs that are hanging down.
Yes. I found a way to get around Pablo and Burn, and I've been to Stilton's house. Let's go.
Alright, 100% stealthy. Got everything. Obviously, except for the coins. Saved Aramis Stilton. Found the rune in the flooded basement. Collapsed the balcony and visited his office after the construction.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, where his father once pinned a medal to my chest. Over the ruins, the Duke built a structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. A sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego. I owe it to the people
Actually,
of my home
while they talk, I'm gonna use the restroom.
In Dunwall, we were content content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can't feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Alright, we're back. Zach said we got a follow while I was gone. Thank you for that follow. Okay, we're back. Get situated. Alright. So, let me see. Okay, so earlier in the last level, I don't even think I looked at this before I continued. If you're going for the trophies, this picture right here, you actually pick that up in the Silvergraph office. The last level where you have to get rid of the gang wars. And it's on the wall in the Silvergraph office. You have to pick it up for the trophy. So it's chilling on the wall. If you use your vision, you can see it if you have that upgrade. So this is from Alexi's parents. Alexi is the personal guard for Emily. There, good heavens. So basically, Corvo wrote a letter to her parents explaining what was going on and just basically an I'm sorry condolence letter. So, being the good Grand Guard that he is, or Royal Protector anyway. Alright, so for those going through the achievement of find all the notes and letters, don't forget to check every level. I've already done this achievement, but I just want to make sure that I'm thorough for you. Check down that way too, but I'm not going to run all the way over there.
Another aristocratic boss living the same people who built it.
Yes.
Okay.
I regret my affiliation.
Now that things have changed, Stilton might be able to make a difference after the Duke falls.
I can't believe that this Paolo Overseer mission was the same one.
All falling to pieces now.
It was the same city.
I never liked the Abbey. I guess Duke Abel felt all right tearing down the old palace. I have fond memories of that place.
Been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Okay, so they're actually above me. Alright, so this counts for the achievement. I think.
Finest apparatus in the Isles. I decline, of course. I'm not some conjurer from penny novels. Besides, I have a great fondness for my privacy. And my interests often find me coming and going in the odd hours of night. It's hard not to consider what might have been different had I plotted a different course through my early years. But I something I might have said or done when Delilah was my apprentice that could have prevented all this. Well, this character, a fixed
Oh, cool.
star we must all follow in darkness.
Okay, so that counts for the letter achievement. I think that's it for that down here. Check.
Now we're going after the one who started it all. The Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, picking the approach, thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement,
Okay.
there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though,
Doing pretty good. Making progress with this.
I've loved a number of women.
Let's see. Okay, so does she have the key yet? No, she does not. Okay. There's a section you need to get the key. I'm doing good. My throat's killing me a little bit, but and while they talk, I'm gonna take my headphones off and eat a snack real quick.
Stopping a single man who's dedicated to his cause, that's another story altogether.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle.
That's Aramis Stilton. He's not in this section if you don't save him.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile. Emily and I have a lot to think about after all this is done.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca. A likable fellow, and quite humble. I've no idea where they found him, but the Duke's double has spent years passing for the Duke. I suppose Luca always hoped his double would be there to take an assassin's bullet. Take care. I hope to see you again.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful here near the end of my time. Look at you. You've aged better than most, Royal Protector. I hear the Duke's wine cellar is exquisite if you happen to pass through. I remember when you took me from Caldwin's Bridge so long ago.
I don't think she has the key yet. No.
Ready to visit the Duke?
We should head out.
Yeah. We were pretty wiped when we crawled out of bed this morning. What do you do? It's always good when you enjoy your work.
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
Why don't they just overthrow him?
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall. Toadies sucking up to Emily made me want to be back on the streets in Serkonos.
You're forgetting what that's like. I watched those party lights from the roof of the abandoned.
Sorry about that. My glasses were spotty.
In the flooded.
Hey, Bask.
I know you struggled after years of court.
Oh, massage therapist. I could use one of those right now.
Stay with me when I return to Dunwall.
My exercise routine is making me sore.
Has given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Alright, not a whole lot going on in those, thankfully. Okay, so this section is, I actually remember enjoying it, but it does have its moments. I guess like any of the levels. Nice thing is I have my powers back, which I kind of forget when I play this. Okay, so what was that clue? Because I didn't hear him.
What's the delay getting it? Shop. Better you're afraid we'll get caught.
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years.
You can't get in.
That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Job security.
Watch yourself around the Duke's men. You need something?
I don't know if he'll get mad at me if I steal from him. Okay, closing. Grand Guard. Shh. Guess there isn't really a point to this, but maybe just to have the door unlocked, because you do have to make your way back out at some point. Okay. Oh, it's my homeless friend.
You're a good one. You know, there's a place near here, in some rocks behind a fountain. People have always left offerings there. That's where
That's
I
cool.
started having those odd dreams. I don't go there anymore, but you might want to check it out.
locked from the inside. Of course. Oh, this one is not. Okay. Alright, you have to open the vise to get that out. Max mana is increased. Let's see, what can we... Alright, we're gonna replace this one because I don't need that one. So what we want to do... Well, we can get rid of that one because I don't care about that. Okay, so unfortunately, max mana increase, we cannot use that to... we can't use it to create a new bone charm. If I were to destroy it, it would be gone forever. So, make sure when you're crafting bone charms, you check that. Some of them can't be maxed out like I was just doing, so...
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers. But no one knows how the...
What? My luck, it'll be...
Whoops.
That's it.
I don't think that's quite the same.
Nope. Definitely.
No, you bastard. Yes. There's no such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Karnaca.
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina?
Hey, what's going on?
Wait, why is he seeing me there?
Here.
There's no such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Karnaca.
Laws change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report. What the?
Well, he heard me, but at least that time He must turn around, because he doesn't see me going back into that corner, but he sees me on my way out.
Serafina? Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers, but no one knows how the fire started.
Captain, her brother died in that fire.
Asleep inside, drunk, from what I remember. You've got until tomorrow to pay up.
Okay, and then he should leave.
So if I have 2 and I give him 1, I still got me 1. But then if I eat it, no, if he eats it, then what?
Okay, so he leaves. I don't think the safe owner, the shop owner, will freak out if he sees me. Woo. Okay.
See, I told you.
So that is 61. Those guys will see you. Quick save. Alright, so this is the gate you need that code for, I think. Seven, 9, 4. Yeah, there we go.
Open up. I cut the code, but it's back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Didn't open the store.
You know I won't do this. You're wasting time.
What the heck? Okay. So, unfortunately, now we have to run back to get the key. Or to get the code off the boat. I can't remember if this might be a secret way in. Either that or it's just a hole in the wall. No, it's just a hole in the wall.
You're back at the heart of your homeland. A bigger, better palace than the one you sailed away from so long ago. Feeling nostalgic? Will you ever be comfortable in Dunwall again? Assuming you make it back? You've seen the suffering here, the decay, but, dear Corvo, would you even have lifted a finger if the Duke hadn't put Emily in harm's way? Be honest now. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
If you didn't catch that, basically the heart that he's carrying around. I want to be able to break down doors. Right now, it is holding the spirit of the Empress, who he actually loved. And basically, able to take less falling damage. Basically, to get rid of Delilah, he's got to put her spirit in the heart instead of Jessamine's. Let's do a real save. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of those. It's the singers. I think this is the last time you see them. So if you've listened to them up to this point, you should get the achievement. You don't have to listen long, but you need to leave it for just a little bit. This is when that ability I just bought comes in handy. Because I can just knock down the door. I guess I could have just blinked in, but that's okay. Basically, if you read the newspapers as time goes on, it updates things with what you have been doing to save the city. So I'm pretty sure if that was the right newspaper, that newspaper is basically explaining how Lucia Pastor and what's her name? It's the lady you saved, the Crown Killer lady, have been making things better for the miners. They have been fixing things up and creating medicines to help the miners who are dealing with the dust problem. He didn't see me, did he? No, but I need to be careful because that light's coming. Am I behind the tree? Yeah, I'm good. Now, I do want to go back to the boat. That way I can get the code that I need to get in to the black market. Since it's just right here, it's definitely worth going back. And these guys have actually disappeared. Oh, why is he dead? They're dead! I didn't do that. Did I? There's no way I did that. Huh. I've never seen them dead before. They're usually just gone. Odd. Look at those waves. Your cargo has been seized. Wow. So the guard killed them and took all the stuff. So I need to find the apartment just before the wall of light that has the mannequins, the target dummies on the balcony. I probably find that without coming back here to read the note, but it helps you look. Uh-oh. I want to go turn that off, but there are a few glitches in this section. Alright, so this is where they are. See the target dummies? where if you reload a save after taking the whale oil out of one of those, the whale oil falls off for some reason and tends to explode. Not only does it alert everybody that is around, but it also kills you.
This whole setup is a huge pain in the ass. Timing windows that ignore the tides, fake boat manifests, and private door codes. Might be easier just to play it straight. Pick up and deliver goods. Anyway, so I don't forget it. The code for the black market shop is Zirconin wine is better than Tibian prison.
Show your true type!
What the heck? Huh. For some reason, that light saw me through the wall, and I got caught. Let's try this again. Maybe I can get through this time without getting caught. Yeah, or not. I jump a gate and walk right into somebody, so. Oh, shoot. Okay, I should be fine. Loading. There we go. Non-lethal. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that was weird the first time it did that. I think it technically spotted me through the wall. Which clearly it's not supposed to do.
Bristol's in chaos with everyone fighting over the new Empress, and Tibia's too cold.
Okay, so that's a good place to save. Nobody can get up behind me.
Made a dog's breakfast out of the whole thing. And who's got to clean it up? Me, of course, as always.
I know that's just a civilian, but I need to break this door and I don't want to get caught. Where is... Attack that. Where did I miss that? Oh, it's in that room. Oh, I guess I could have. Yeah. Wow, yeah, I did not explore this well. Okay, do a quick save. That's a lot of blowflies. I have a few sleep darts. Yeah, unfortunately the blowflies are protecting him right now. Did I get him? No. Okay, we're gonna reload that because I need to knock him out, and the bloatflies were actually protecting him and guarding him from being hit by the sleep darts. We may be able to get out around a window on the outside. So if you don't remember, we've actually been out here before.
What did I do to deserve this? Of all the shit assignment. Here we go.
Okay. I love that you can grab people without them nearby noticing. Okay. To sleep you go. And this actually may cut out that light, which would be wonderful. No, it didn't turn the light off, but I think it turned off the wall of light. Yeah, it turned off the wall of light, so now I can ride the carriage through there. I'm pretty sure there's another way through this, but that's okay. We're just gonna do it this way. Come on. Think? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And that should be the only one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Turn that off, because it's annoying. Okay. There's that. Okay. So I have actually done this coming through this window before, and it's a lot more difficult than just going through this door on the side, as long as you have sleep darts. If you don't have sleep darts, it's not as easy. But if you come through the window, he tends to kind of hide around the corner over here, and then turn around and come out right before you get to him. So I found it is easier just to go through the stairwell, but it's probably not going to work if you don't have sleep darts, because the bloatflies will actually block any attempts to knock him out. If you try to knock them out while they're nearby, they'll interrupt your stealth, and it doesn't work. Alright, and this is one of the paintings. I think he just noticed that the wall of light was turned off. Okay, so where are the other ones? Alright, the bone charms are over there. Let's try something. That worked better than I thought. Okay, so let's see if that does not explode if I put the whale oil over there. If you leave it on that and you reload a save, this will kind of like ricochet back into place and cause the whale oil tank to go flying, and it blows people up. So, okay. So we've done that. We've knocked out the lady. What's that? It's a lady. Alright, I think... Let's double check this. Did we get the mannequin? Yes, we did.
Let's
okay.
See what this says.
We've already seen what that says, Corvo. Alright. We want to get to the black market shop. Now, we're gonna go ahead and try this. There are two sections to the black market shop. The one with the secret code to go through the back, and then a front. We're gonna go to the back because I know where it is and see what happens, but you do have to be careful because did I already explore this? Sometimes yeah, I think I did. Yeah, all the cabinet doors are open. I did. Sometimes the shopkeeper will freak out on you and act like you're stealing stuff if you come in the back. I think in this case you're okay because he's technically allowing you in as long as you have the code, but let's see. Okay.
Zirconin wine is better than Tivian prisons.
And better Crystolian clap than Morellian gout. All right. I'm not with the Howlers. They just take a
How many does that give me? 2? Okay. Well, it didn't count, but now I can't buy from him. I don't really... Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't really get what the point of that was. I guess you can steal from him, but... Okay, so don't do that. If you want to do the stealthy, don't do that. We're gonna go back out. Actually, where was my last manual save? We're just gonna reload my last manual save because it put me way back over where I want to be. Whoa! Don't fall off. That was close. Okay. So I'm thinking we got everything on that side, but I still want to go to the black market because I need to update some of... Oh no, we didn't get anything on that side. There's a whole section over here I did not account for. I want to go to the front of the black market so I can actually buy stuff. Problem is, I don't remember where it is. Tripwire. Anything in here? Okay, so I think I've been over here. Oops. Okay. So what's in here? Oh, there's the black market. That's what I wanted to get to.
If you're not with the Grand Guard, I'm more than happy to serve you.
Thank ya.
To think my father was the official milliner at the palace, and his father before him.
Fill up. Alright, that's all he's got.
Let's see, I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Absolutely nothing that I want. Now, the spring razor working twice could come in handy because I do have to kill... What are they called? The clockwork soldiers in this section, so... Alright. Back out this way.
Yeah, there's this old lady I helped a few weeks back.
And what's over here? What's the point of this little corner? Oh, just another way around. What? Who? Why did... That was odd. Probably only gonna play for another few minutes, and then I'm gonna get lunch, so we'll aim for about 1:30, but I think I'll just try to get to the front of the palace before calling the stream done for today.
And I'll be streaming tonight at 7.
Yeah, and then Zach will be streaming later tonight around 7. Or at 7, I guess, not around. Whoa.
Yeah, there's this old lady I helped a few weeks back. One of those...
What was that? Someone there? It's coming from here. Let's see. What's up?
I have enough solution, I just figured why not. Okay. Double check. And save. Alright, so this is where I was. Like I said, I like to go about this so that I can go around and know exactly where I'm at. Alright, so we've covered this side of the street. kind of doing a crisscross pattern of making sure I'm getting everything. So we're gonna do a quick save because I'm gonna try my jumping thing. There we go. Anybody in here? Doesn't look like it. Wait. What was that? Pearl fan. This was Lucia Pastor's apartment. Basically, the letter was talking about how her mother would come in and clean her house up, or her apartment up, and Lucia was telling her about how she's moving to the Dust District, which is where I was before. So that she could help the miners. She left an awful lot of stuff behind. Should be one more.
Someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Alright, so I'm thinking we're just gonna use bend time and go knock these guys out. Oh, and look. An extra solution just for that. Okay. Oh my gosh, there was one more. Somehow he didn't hear me. Okay. Good to go. I don't use bend time often, but when I do, it's super convenient. Not a whole lot going on in here. Not really sure why I needed to come in here. Just to be thorough, I guess. Oh well. You know what? We're not gonna go that way. We'll go back up and go out the window. Did the rails get turned off? Yeah, they did. If you try to walk on these before you turn off that thing, or not that thing, the fan up there, you'd be electrocuted by now. You can actually turn on the alarm. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that.
It makes no sense. Anyway, I'm not the one who got kissing.
at your shop, so the Grand Guard. Mr. Marletto. The safe guy. I thought I had his key. That's odd. You know what? No, I left him alone. I didn't knock him out. Darn it. See? Don't leave loose ends. Just causes trouble in the future. Should have just knocked him out. Whoa.
My nerves is shot.
Hello there. You find yourself in the...
Sorry, buddy. You know what? I'll leave you a couple coins. Kind of a IOU for knocking you unconscious. Yes, 2 coins. So remember, folks, if you knock anybody unconscious... No, I'm kidding. 2 coins. Zach was like, is that the going rate these days? At least this particular zone, I don't feel like waiting, you can fly through pretty quick once you get your powers back. So this is actually another way in. He has a lot of bathing salts. A lot. Knock the pillow out of the way. Yeah, there aren't a whole lot in the way of good bone charms when you're doing this stealthy. Okay, so what's his safe code? I wonder if it's the same as this. What was it? No. You'd think a guy like this would write it down. Basically, it talks about how he can't ever remember his safe codes, so he has his brother write them down. Maybe it's really easy and it's just like 000 or something. Or 1 2 3. It was 1 2 3. That's funny. Wow. That's wow. Okay. Quick save. Alright, so double check. Good to go. You want to check and make sure you've gotten all collectibles before going through a door that has to load, because the doors that load are new zones, and anything you collect after that is separate. The runes and bone charms are not in the same area. Locate Delilah's spirit and eliminate the Duke by replacing him with his body double. Pretty much. This is gorgeous. Look at that.
Oh wow.
They did a great job. Look at the waves. The way they come in and crash, it just looks so realistic. Okay, so I said we'll go until we get to the palace. Basically, I'll get across this bridge and then I'm gonna call it for today. My throat is seriously hurting, so it might be a good idea for me to take a break.
This is probably the next playthrough of this ready will either be Sunday or Monday, depending on what we decide.
Yeah, tomorrow we have church in the morning. And then we have dinner plans, so... Do I need to get anything from down there? No. So, I don't know when we're gonna be on. Our dinner plans are in the evening, so it just depends on when we get back. Oh, I think this is turned off. I don't know yet. Oh, yeah. So, turning off the power out there makes it so you can't ride the carriage across. Whoops. Whoopsie. But that's okay, because we can walk across. Not quite as nice as a little carriage ride, but serves the same purpose. I keep having the wrong one equipped. Now, you can actually just... I think you can run along one of these cords. This particular section can be a pain.
Her soul is familiar to me.
The palace. Maybe I can find another way to neutralize the Duke.
I mean, this is a cool palace, but not worth spending what years of food would cost. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runes and bone charms. They're hard to see.
Assuming you can pick out Duke Luca, how are we gonna get his key?
You leave that to me. Who knows what he's got in that vault? We'll be halfway to Bristol and rich before he's nursing the next day's hangover.
That's why it's worth listening to people. Because they basically told me that Luca Abel keeps his vault key on him. That's important information because later on we want to get the key, but we don't want to knock him out. Yet. Wait, no, we do at some point. But I still... Hidden Passage, Delilah's Spirit, and the Grand Palace. Okay, I'm gonna call it for now. Zach is gonna be on at 7 tonight with Horizon Zero Dawn. What else? Tomorrow we'll be back on. We'll keep you updated. We've got dinner plans, and we have church in the morning, so I'm not sure. It may be like a random lunchtime stream, depending on when we get home. Or later in the evening, but it'll probably be Zach playing because my throat is actually really sore. I'm hoping I'm not getting some sort of cold because yeah. So, we're gonna raid somebody. Who are we raising? Raiden. Okay, we're rating Pastor Susie, so have fun watching him. He's a really cool guy and definitely a nice stream. He is actually a pastor, so if you're just curious about all that, feel free to check him out. Anything else I should share? Alright, I think we're good. Zach will be on at 7 tonight our time, Eastern. So keep an eye out and come back. And thanks for watching. This is a lot of fun. So I'll be back on whenever I can talk for long hours and not kill my voice. I have to switch inputs, so go raid. Go follow the raid. My input changed. There we go. Okay. Have a good afternoon, everybody.